Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Long Beach State Dynasty as we are now into the postseason. And wow, what a huge snub this LBSU team was. Maybe one of the biggest snubs in recent NCAA history. We went 28-4 and did not make the NCAA Tournament. Not only that, we made the NIT as a 4 seed, not even a 1 seed, a 4 seed. So here we are playing up against Appalachian State. They are 21-11. They went 15-1 in conference, a good year in conference play. But wow, how are we a 4 seed in this tournament? We should be a definitive number 1 seed. So I guess we have to prove the NCAA wrong once again. So here we go against Appalachian State here. They are the 5, we are the 4. The first shot of the game is off the mark, and that is Tourney Monson. We'll see if our playmakers can get going in this matchup. Here's a layup inside, missed, and rebound by Monson. Monson is going to go the length of the floor, and he does draw a foul on that one, and that one will put him on the line. And now we take the early 1-point lead after he went 1 for 2 from the line. Here is Storm pushing it up in transition. He steps back. He's going to take the 3, and he knocks it down. How about Zion Storm in the career? I at least want to give him some type of championship here in the end of his career in his senior season. So let's see what we can do. Here's Monson at the top. That is a jump shot step back for a mid-range, and that one does make it a 6-2 game. Here's Appalachian State on the boards. A missed shot by Greg Rotolo, their senior point guard. He misses it, but here's Storm going the other way. Pushes it up, passes it inside, and that was a no-look pass to William Caesar. And that gets him going here to start this game as well. Here's James Quick off the bench. He gets ripped at the top. And there they go, pushing up the floor. And there is a deflection. Rebound by Rotolo. I guess not really a rebound, but the deflection. And he does put it up and in. It's an early 8-8 game. So here's James Quick at the top. From the pass, Kayshawn Cooper on the assist. And that one does give us 11 points here with the first of double digits in this game. Here's the open man. This is Michael Workman for the corner 3 pass by Zion Storm. He gets credited for the assist on that one. It's an early 12-14 game. Here is Storm once again getting to the hoop. He's getting going. I bet you he is mad, especially in his senior year, that he did not get to go back to the NCAA tournament. And here we are playing some defense. Madoki and Kayshawn Cooper in the middle getting the block on that one. Here is Cooper back out to Quick, and James Quick knocks down the 3, his second of the game. And he's got 6 early points in this one as well. So here's a deflection this time. Quick gets the deflection. He takes it all the way, and he throws it down with 2 hands in transition. It's a 21-12 lead early on here in the first half. Is now here our offense is with possession. Pick and roll. Madoki. Storm gets to the basket and draws the foul. So you can just see the strategy in this one is to get to the hoop. And now here we are with a 23-16 lead. In transition, here's a layup, and that's made by Douglas Taylor, the true freshman. How good has he been? He was a freshman All-American. So Appalachian State does try to come back a little bit. Now they're down by 7 here with 4 minutes to go. Here's a 3 taken and knocked down. And that is Alex Turner, the senior. They have an all-senior starting lineup except their shooting guard, who is a junior. And here's Taylor on the boards, this time off of a missed shot. And he puts it up and in. Taylor is so good at getting those second chance opportunities, and that's where he shines for this LBSU team. But Appalachian State does keep it close this time. Here is Workman passing it inside. Caesar gets his man and does get a foul. Tried to get him up in the air on that one, but it does go to the line and knocks down both free throws. It's now 31-27. A minute and a half to go here in the first half. Here is Storm. Passing it outside. That time is Douglas Taylor to Macklin, and he knocks it down. How about Tamir Macklin? He has been such a knockdown shooter for the last few years, and now here is Storm. Pick and roll at the end of the first half. Let's see what we get for the last shot. 4 seconds left. Workman passes it inside. Caesar, baby hook, and it's off the back rim. And that's how this one goes into halftime. We have a 5-point lead here. Appalachian State has kept up with us. But I think if we keep going on the rate we're going, I think they're going to have a pretty hard time keeping up. It's 34-29, 5-point lead. So Appalachian State actually did not miss a 3. They took a couple, but I think they're going to need to take more to keep up with us because this Long Beach State team is definitely looking for blood. So now here we are to start the second half. Good defense that time inside. Here is William Caesar pushing it up the court. He's going to take it, push it outside. Macklin, 3, quick trigger. We're up by 8 here to start this second half. As now here we are on defense. And here is the point guard. That is Rotolo. I can't even say his name. And he passes it inside, and that is a foul. James Lewis goes to the free throw line. Or that's Alex Turner, actually. He hits the free throws. So now a 6-point game, 37-31. Storm, look at this. He's going to take it all the way. Nobody stops the ball. Coast to coast for Zion Storm. It's now a 8-point lead. But Appalachian State isn't going away. Here is Storm. Nice behind the back, but he gets blocked inside, and that is a rebound by Douglas Taylor. So good at that. And now it's up to a 7-point lead here, 10.5 to go. Here's Kayshawn Cooper open in the corner. He gets it, passes it back out to Tamir Macklin, setting up the offense here. Cooper with the pick, trying to drive a little bit, but stop. Storm, 3, he's open. He stretches it to a double-digit lead as Appalachian State needs to keep up with this offense because it looks like we're getting hot. Here is Storm in transition. He's just going to stop and pop, and he makes it a 12-point game here, 6 minutes to go. So here's Appalachian State working it inside, and that is going to be a 2-point shot. But they need 3s to keep up with us because it seems like this team is just hot now. As here's James Quick driving the lane, the beautiful lefty that time. And he gets it to go. It's now a 12-point game, 3 minutes to go. Here is Kayshawn Cooper, who's played quite a few minutes in this one. He gets the rebound, pass it up the court. Monsetti, open man in the corner. Let's see if he sees him. At the last second, he does. He passes it over to Michael Workman, the freshman off the bench. 15-point lead. That is the biggest of the game. And now with 1.5 minutes to go, Appalachian State hits a deep shot on that one. They call that one a 2. And now up to an 11-point lead. They do start to foul here. 45 seconds left. Might be a little too late here, but Zion Storm goes to the free throw line, and he hits this free throw that time and makes it 20 points. And that next one makes it 21 in the game. Now a 13-point lead here. Appalachian State, one more shot. And that is off the mark by Rotolo, rebounded by Cooper, and we eventually do run out the clock and get the first round victory here in the NIT. We advance. I don't know why we're the number 4 seed. I think we are way better than number 4, but we get the win nonetheless, and we get the victory actually at home because remember the NIT is actually played in schools' arenas. So we do get the victory. Nice little game that time. I think we missed some shots sometimes, but for the most part, we had a pretty good game. So in the second round, we go up against Wichita State, one of the best mid-majors probably in NCAA history. I mean, that program is just consistently good. And now let's see if we can make the quarterfinals here. As now the key matchup is Michael Harper averaging 12 points, and then Zion Storm. You know him. He's been just so good in this series. I can't wait to see if we can get him that ring here. Even if it's in the NIT, we'll have to see. So here's the second game of this doubleheader in the NIT tournament. Let's see if we can advance. And we do win the tip-off as Storm does take it up the floor. Out to Monsetti. Another open 3 to open it up. But he just cannot hit that shot. Tamir Macklin used to be the one to have that one wide open. He would knock it down every single time. But Monsetti, that time, is not going to be that guy that hits those shots. I'm not sure what's happened with Monsetti. He's kind of went cold a little bit. He had that big 40-point outburst, but now since then, he's been kind of quiet. I don't know what's going on with him. So now it's a 2-1 game. Here's a deflection off of the pass inside. Macklin gets it, push it up in transition. Storm's just going to stop and shoot, and he knocks it down. Nothing but net on that shot. 4-2 here. Let's see if we can play some defense on Wichita. Here's a drive inside, and that is going to be a foul on Douglas Taylor. As now they tie it up here at 4 apiece early on. Storm drops his man to the floor. Monsetti gets it open, pass it back to Storm. Storm drives the lane. He gets the foul, but cannot get the and one on that one. But Storm does hit both free throws. It's now a 6-4 game. Here is Wichita State, though. They're staying in it. It looks like this is going to be a defensive game early on. Is now a missed shot opportunity that time, rebounded by Macklin. Macklin pushes it up the court as he passes it over to James Quick off the bench, who misses, but Macklin's on the board and puts it up and in. And Macklin, you can already see, he is starting to show up. I call him playoff Macklin. He does show up when the big games are on. Here's James Quick off the bench. He hits the three, and the freshman does give us an early 5-point lead. But here's William Caesar in the corner. Back around to Macklin. Macklin, a deep two. And it's good. He's got such a quick trigger. He knocks it down with ease. And now it's a 5-point lead. Deflection this time. Wichita gets it back. And driving the lane, Nathan Small can't get it. But look at that pass all the way up the court by Caesar up to Storm, and a foul. What an outlet pass that was by William Caesar. And now it's an early 15-9 lead. Monsetti handling the ball. This time passing it inside to Ronnie Badoki, and he gets fouled. And we already have an 8-point lead now. Here is Storm getting the pick. He moves to the corner, and it's now a double-digit lead already for this Long Beach State team, 20-9. So here's Kayshawn Cooper off of the bench. He's been playing some pretty good minutes, getting rebounds, playing good defense. He gets a bucket on that shot. So here is William Caesar off of the miss and tip in. How about Caesar in this game, and also Kayshawn Cooper? They're having a really good game. So now here is Macklin open. 24-11. Make that 27-11. How about the start to this game? It just looks like Wichita cannot keep up as we are knocking down threes. It's already up to a 17-point lead here with 5.5 to go here in the first half. Here is Caesar in the post. They try to switch man, but Storm is left wide open. It's now an 18-point lead here, as Wichita looks like they just do not have the offense to keep up with this shooting. Here is Macklin passing it inside. James Quick, and he gets fouled. He goes to the line before halftime. But this LBSU team is going to be tough to stop here in this game, as now we work it around once again. And a deep three knockdown. Storm has 16 in the first half. Wichita is now down by 18 points. But they do get a tough shot that time, and that's a fadeaway jump shot by Grant Pearson. But now here we are back on offense. We just aren't missing in this one. 40 points here in the first half. As now here is Storm looking for one more shot here before the end of halftime. Here is Storm. He gets a little draw, and he gets fouled, and he goes to the line. And now it is a 20-point lead at the end of the first half. And here's Wichita missing an easy one now. Here we are pushing up the court. 20 seconds left. Martin passes it inside. Ronnie Madoki. And he does make it in transition. It's now a 22-point lead. We have literally doubled their score. And here with one last shot before halftime, it's a fadeaway two, and it goes in. But a 20-point lead here for Long Beach. These teams are just not on our level. These are teams that did not make the NCAA tournament, and they look like it. But we are an NCAA tournament team. It's now a 20-point lead at a halftime versus the Shockers. So now we start the second half, and we just had to stay on cruise control a little bit here, not do too much, not make any stupid mistakes. We have a sizable lead. We just have to play good defense. So here's Wichita starting it out with a corner three. That's knocked down. It's now down to a 17-point game. But here is Macklin. He answers right back. A corner three for Macklin. He just shows up when it's clutch time. Macklin is just that guy. And now here's Monsetti. We need to get him going as he tries to get to the bucket this time. Let's try to back down. Here he's at the free throw line. Fadeaway two. And he gets it to go up to a 22-point lead. It's now 49-29 as here is Storm getting the pick. He gets to the bucket. A layup. And that one keeps it at 22. And now here we are with 12.5 minutes to go. Wichita trying to get to the line, and there is William Caesar with the foul. But it won't mean much here as they do go to the free throw line. This is Michael Harper, the senior point guard. He hits that one, and he does stretch it to 20 points. He, I guess, brings it down to 20 points, I should say. So they do go to this full court press this time, but they leave Monsetti wide open for the 23-point lead at that point. And now we got 11 minutes to go. Here is Storm on offense, orchestrating. Pass out. Back out to Monsetti, who hits another one. 24 points. That is the biggest lead of the game. And now here's Wichita just trying to come back. This time, driving the lane and one. And now they trim it down to 15 points. So they at least trim it down to almost single digits. But here's a foul in transition. And now we're starting to get a little sloppy. It's now down to a 13-point game. Here's James Quick in the corner, though. Back up to 16 on that one. He's been playing great off the bench. And here he remains in the game. This time getting a pick out to the corner. Macklin knocks it down. What's new? It's now a 19-point game. And now here's Michael Workman off the bench running the second unit. Here's Kayshawn Cooper with the pick. Workman gets all the way in. That's an easy bucket. It's now a 19-point game. And now about 5.5 minutes left. Storm with the pick out to Michael Workman. Corner three. It's good. Back up to 22. They were getting close to single digits, but we did not allow that to keep going. Here is James Quick. Back up to 24 points and one. James Quick gets a nice pass that time by the true freshman. True freshman. Michael Workman to James Quick. And now we're under a minute left. Here is Quick one more time, getting to the lane. And he gets fouled here with 30 seconds to go. What a great game from LBSU in this one. We attacked them early, went out to the big lead, and just did not give it back. James Quick came off the bench with some valuable minutes. How about Kayshawn Cooper as well? Some really valuable minutes as a big man. And here they are with about 30 seconds left. Missed shot opportunity. And that one will do it here. LBSU moves on to the quarterfinals here. I guess this would be the Elite Eight here in the NIT. And now we move on to play one of the top 4 seeds now. Now we get to get into the nitty-gritty. These are the teams that maybe did get snubbed from the NCAA tournament. We get to play the best of the rest, I guess you would say. But we do get the victory now, and we move on. And now 80-60 in that game. I believe we're, 30-4 overall? I mean, that is just crazy based on the season that we just had. We were definitely snubbed in the NCAA tournament. But you got to make the most out of what you have. We had to dominate this tournament, at least show the NCAA that we are now a team that should be considered in these big-time tournaments, in these invitationals, in the NCAA tournament. I mean, just think about it. Gonzaga, we beat them twice, and they still made the tournament. I mean, that is just insane to me. Pearson for Wichita had 21, but they just did not have enough at all. So now in the quarterfinals, the Elite Eight, we take on NC State, who played in the ACC. So you know they had a tough conference, which is probably why they made the NIT, regardless if they had a terrible record or not. Miami was the only team in the ACC to have a record under 500, but they had a decent year, 20-13. Duke actually did not do too well. They went 21-12, but they actually did make the NIT as well, but they did not do well at all. And we play NC State, who, you know, they're not the greatest team, but they played in a very tough conference. You can already see they have 5 ranked teams in the ACC. So now we move on to the Elite Eight of the NIT. Let's see if we can bring home this trophy. We're going to at least play up to the semifinals if we make it. So we'll see how far we go. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out below. Keep it a buck, I don't always been one up on all of these. They be trying to front for all of these.